didn't end up posting any videos over this past year, and I don't even know when my last video went up. It's been a very long time. Basically just life got in the way, as I think a lot of you can understand. You know, I picked up a quarantine hobby or two and, you know, work, that type of thing, and I just haven't filmed anything. So I was kind of inspired. Lindy Stitches put out kind of like a poll, like, why do floss tubers, you know, stop making videos? And it kind of inspired me. I was like, you know, I should just at least put up a WIP Parade, because you're a year-end wrap-up, because those are always fun. If I ever wanted to, I could watch my old videos and be like, oh my gosh, girl, you were once a lot thinner than you are now, which is fine, whatever. And then, you know, also be like, oh, and you haven't changed, which I guess is good as well. I mean, I'm still wearing neon orange in all my videos, and I have done, I mean, I put no effort into my appearance right now. So, per usual. So anyway, hi. For those of you who are new and just heard this ramble, my name is Rachel. I live in Iowa, and I work in agriculture, and I am a crafter. I freaking love crafts. I do a lot of them. My main craft is cross stitch, but I've gotten really into quilting. That was my sort of like quarantine hobby. I decided I needed another hobby. I was worried I like wouldn't have things to do, which is ridiculous, because like I have more cross stitch to last me my entire lifetime, if not my daughter's lifetime. So I don't understand why I thought that way. But anyway, so I also picked up sewing / quilting, which I'm really enjoying, but you know, I needed another hobby. Like I needed a hole in my head, but that's fine. So anyway, I'm Rachel. So what we're going to do today is sort of like a 2021 review. This will kind of, you know, set a starting point for me to possibly make videos again. I don't know. This might be the only one, and then I won't post anything for another year. Who knows? Who knows? So let's see. I am semi-organized, but also not organized at all, which is kind of how I live my life. So I got my handy dandy list. So I don't know how many WIPs I have. I did not count those. But in the year 2021, I finished 8 things, which I think is pretty cool. And then of those 8, I FFO'd 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I FFO'd 6 of them. And I FFO'd some other things this year, but I didn't bring them out, so that's fine. But let's just say I finished 8 things. Of those, I FFO'd 6 of them. One of them I don't have to show because it's in a box somewhere that I'm not quite sure where. So let's start with my FFOs and my finishes, because those are what are sitting next to me, and then we'll dive into the WIPs. Yes, you have to pronounce it that way. All right, so I'm going to try to go in chronological order, but we shall see. And if I look over here, it's because it's where my notes are. So my first finish of 2021 is something that I actually started in Stitch Mania of 2017. And this is called Bookmarks. This is a Dimensions Gold kit. And there's actually another one that's like more blue, but I finished the pink one. And this one, as I said, I started in Stitch Mania of 2017, and I finished this in January of 2021. Go me. I decided I wasn't going to FFO it into like the bookmark until I did the other one. Now, when am I going to start the other one? Who knows? So it might just remain on here for all time. Who knows? But yeah, it's really pretty. You know, these Dimensions Gold kits, you know, there's tons of texture. Like there's a ton of French knots and back stitching, and I think it's really pretty. I should start the other one so that I can have bookmarks. Because I read so many physical books. That's a joke. I only do audiobooks. I tried to read a physical book this year and like I don't have time. Audiobooks are so much easier because you can just listen to them while you're doing other things. I can't just like sit down and read a book. I wish I could, but I can't. All right, so the second one I finished, and this one is actually FFO'd, and I love this one. This is Hop On In by Hands On Design, and I love Hands On Design's fonts. Kathy gets me every time she does like lettering of any type. I love her fonts. I love the mixture of these two fonts. I love everything about it. And then it had carrots and I was like, okay, take my money. I actually found this frame at Hobby Lobby and it's like the perfect color. So yeah. I should probably say what fabric these are on. This was a kit. So this is done on the whatever count Ada that came in the kit. This one looks like a 32, my guess is like a 32 count, like slate sort of linen. Not sure. And I finished it myself. So that's Hop On In. I started this one on March 14th of 2021 and I finished it on March 22nd. So I did this one pretty fast. And I am not sure if I used the called for colors or pulled colors from my stash. My guess is I know this blue I pulled from my stash. I don't remember what it is. If you have any questions, leave them below and I can look it up. But Hop On In, Hands On Design. I should really like put a note on the back. All right, next up. So this was an older WIP. This one I had started in, well, I guess it's not that old. I had started this one on January 9th of 2020 and I finished this on April 1st of 2021. And this is Three Little Kittens by Ink Circles. Again, I framed this myself. It doesn't fit. I didn't center it very well, but just whatever. It's, I put this in my daughter's room. These are all my colors that I picked. They're all color and cotton. And this is done on again, probably a 32 count. Looks like a 32 count linen. It's like a really light pink color. I don't know if it comes across, but, again, I FFO'd this myself. This is a frame from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, I really like it. The white is kind of hard to see, like this kitten right here is kind of hard to see. But in real life, it's easier. But yeah, I like it. So that's Three Little Kittens with their lost mittens. So that went into my daughter's room. So next up, this is Flea Market Flowers. This is by Lori Holt. I started this on April 17th and finished it in September. This is done on 32 count vintage country mocha. So this is that fabric that's like printed on one side and then blank on the other. And I'm going to frame this eventually. I just haven't. This is done with the called for DMC and I really like it. Yeah, this was really fun to stitch actually. I love all the different flowers. I debated getting the quilt because there's like a quilt that's sort of similar with Lori's flea market collection, but I think it's all applique and I've never done that, and I was like, eh. By the way, this is this is a stabilizer behind me, not toilet paper. It kind of looks like toilet paper. I'm sitting on the floor. I thought this would be a better background. It's probably not. Anyway. Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. I really like this one. Okay. Next up is the one that I can't show you, which is Pumpkin King Nutcracker, which is a ornament by Satsuma Street. And I bought it as a kit and I will post a picture of it here. All right. And then Next is one, oh, here it is. So this one, this is Noel Sampler by, again, Satsuma Street. I started this on October 7th and finished it November 30th. This was a mystery sal that Satsuma Street did this year. I don't love the frame I picked. So this is from Hobby Lobby, but they have an identical one that's red instead of this like turquoise color. So I think I'm going to buy that because, like, as you can see, it barely fits into here, but I figured it worked. But the outlines are all red, and I think a red frame would have looked better than this aqua color, but I didn't have the piece with me when I was at Hobby Lobby. You know how that is. Again, I framed this myself, so that's why it's not perfect, but whatever. Anyway, this is done on 40 count dapple, 1/2 on 40 count dapple by Picture This Plus. And I think it's really pretty. I love Satsuma Street. I've done quite a few of hers, and I love the non-traditional Christmas colors, which I think this one is just perfect. When I did my daughter's stocking is actually Satsuma Street. It was I kind of compiled some stuff together. So anyway, love it. Noel Sampler by Satsuma Street. All right, next is I make my daughter an ornament every year. And so I need to glue this down a little bit better. So this is the one I did this year. This is called Scottish Christmas Ornament by Juliana Manfredini. This is from Just Cross Stitch 2016. It's not center, and that's fine. But this is the one that I chose this year. The green is it's done on a piece of scrap linen. I'm not sure. Probably looks to be like a 40 count. It's pretty small. The green is a Classic Colorworks. What is their silk called? Belle Soie. And I can't remember the color. Like emerald or something. And then the red is actually a Moe's Sales silk that I got many years ago in the color Zinnia. I think it's so pretty. And then I put 2021 down there. So yeah, I figure until I'll probably make her an ornament even after she's moved out or whatever. So, you know, just a cute little hang on the tree. You know, I am not the best at FFOing. Like, I need to glue down this rickrack a bit better. However, I figure that you're never going to get better if you don't practice, and done is better than perfect. So she can hang this on her tree with the other ornaments that I've made her. So yeah. And this one, I didn't finish this in time for Christmas. I started this on December 12th. When I remembered I should probably stitch her an ornament. And then I finished it on December 18th, but I didn't FFO it until after Christmas. Just be quiet. Okay, so last on, like, my last finish of the year, I decided that I want to do this series in 2022 / I finished the first one already. And that is the Year in Chalk series by Hands On Design. And so I finished January. So I started this on November 4th and I finished it December 28th. I have not adhered it. I bought this little like chalkboard, and then, so this is my finish. So I'm going to use like washers and magnets. I think I want to add, I either want to paint this or something, because I feel like this is kind of boring, but I don't know yet. Or add some like rickrack around the back, you know, to make it more fun. And then I thought like I could, I don't know, put this somewhere. It doesn't have like a hanger or anything. It's just like a little chalkboard. So I haven't decided kind of how I want to put it in there, but yeah, so that's the first one in the Year Chalk series. Again, this is Let It Snow, which is the January of the Year in Chalk. And again, the font. So those are all of my finishes. Yay, I did something. I'll admit, I don't have too much time to cross stitch. I mainly do it in the mornings before I go to work. Sometimes I cross stitch at work, at lunch. It just kind of depends. And then my daughter's now in dance, so I'm a dance mom. Yeah, you heard me. Dance mom. And I cross stitch in my truck while I'm waiting, because her class is only 30 minutes. So I don't want to like drive back to my house and try to pick her up. So I just sit in my truck and cross stitch. Okay, so now we're on to the WIPs portion of this. So this is an actual WIP parade. Maybe I'll put a counter at the bottom because I don't have them numbered, and they're not in any particular order. I recently decided that I wasn't going to use Ziploc bags anymore. I just realized my camera is like totally crooked. Okay, that's better not. Anyway, I went through all my WIPs and I decided, I was like, I am not using Ziploc bags to store my WIPs. I can sew. I have project bags that people have given me. Like, we're gonna make this. So all of my bags, all of them are now in project bags, which I'm like petting off screen because I'm weird. So I will tell you about the project bags, and yeah. So I'm not entirely sure what is in each bag. I probably should have written that down, but I have a vague idea. So let's get into it. So first bag, this is one that I made myself. This is fabric by Rachel Hauer, I think you pronounce her name. And I just thought it was so cute. Look at these cats. They're riding bicycles and there's these little mice and oh my God. Where is it? Yeah, right here. There's like this little like married couple and like look at his shirt. I die. So yeah, so I made this. And this is my current like WIP bag that has like what I'm actively working on. So I probably should have said with the hands-on design, because the next one is in here. So what I'm doing is, this is B5200 is the white, and then the accent color, so this one is a white, or is like a blue, I'm doing in dinky dyes. Because I have a bunch of dinky dyes and they all kind of like worked. And I can't remember which one is on here. But I started, oh good, look, the needle is just sticking out. That's very Rachel. So this is February's that I started. And this is what it will look like finished. Super cute. And I am using, for my pink, is Dinky Dyes Argyle. So, pretty light pink. And then the other thing in this bag, which I should pull out of the Q-snap. I'll pull it out of the Q-snap. This is my Funky Menagerie Sal by Lindy Stitches. And I don't think, because I'm close to a finish. Oh, I do. So this is what it's charted to look like finished. And this was a mystery Sal from last year that I didn't finish. By the way, I made a grime guard to match my bag because it has to match. So I started it on a different fabric with the called for colors and hated it. I hated the fabric that I chose. I just wasn't into it. I don't know. To me, I was like, this is just isn't like funky enough, right? Like my aesthetic is neon rainbow. Like I love bright colors. I love interesting, quirky, modern, like, I mean, I love, you know, like sort of more prim stuff too, but like my heart is neon rainbow. So anyway, so I restarted this on a piece of fabric that and it doesn't have a tag. I'm guessing this is a 36 count something from Picture This Plus. So I restarted mine. And then I fell behind, and then I just haven't finished it yet. But I'm almost done. So this is... I need like a board, which I don't have. We'll just use the back of this bag. So here's mine. So as you can see, I changed all the colors. I'm using my own conversion. This is a combination. It's mostly color and cottons. There's a few. It's mostly color and cotton. All pulled from stash. I think there's a couple of other ones in here, but it's mostly color and cotton. I can't hold this up. And I just have that other portion. And then I changed, also, I just kind of went with my feeling on, you know, the different colors for these different animals. You know, like, for example, oh, like this is a good one. So like this is one of those, you know, weird underwater fish. Well, I did mine in like bright lime green because I felt like that was appropriate. I made my squid bright pink. I did a green praying mantis. You know, I had fun with it. I'm not sure. Here's questions for the group. What is this guy? Let's see if I can. What is he supposed to be? No clue. And then, like, is this a spider? This guy up here? I'm not sure. This is an octopus. I don't know. I like it. It's funky. I mean, it's a funky menagerie, right? So anyway, hopefully I will finish. This is what I'm trying to focus on finishing. As I said, I just have this like this quadrant to do. But it's funny, like here's my crazy version and here's the Stephanie's beautiful charted version. I like hers too, but I decided to make mine a little snazzy. So I guess you can, Funky Menagerie by Lindy Stitches. And I think I'm going to turn this into a project bag. I've never turned cross stitch into a project bag, but I feel like this lends itself to like a fun, funky project bag. But we'll see. That's how I feel right now. In 5 minutes, I might feel differently. So that is what is in my current WIP bag. And then I'm just going to go through this box. So this is another bag that was made by me. So this is Tula Pink's homemade collection, which I love. I put the zip around backwards, I just realized on this bag. Whatever. I didn't notice it until right now, so who cares? Okay. And we got some big boys in here. So first one in here, this I started in, where's my notebook? I started this guy in 2017, in December of 2017, in honor of Martina's unfortunate passing. So this is my butterfly lace mandala by Chatelaine. I have the kit. I have not worked on it in a long time. And I really need to work on it again because I believe this is what it's, I don't think I've worked on it in 2 or 3 years. But I need to get back to it. It's just so big. I don't know if I have, if you're not familiar, I don't think I have a good cover photo of what this is supposed to look like. I do not, but I have the full, you know, kit, all the silks, all the things, all the time. I need to pull that one out. I really, really love it. And then the other one in this bag, this is my, I'm not really a full, by the way, like I put the little hands on the inside. I love Tula Pink. Things are falling. I love Tula Pink. Anyway, this, I'm not really a full coverage stitcher. This is my only full coverage piece at the moment. This is Beauty and the Beast Falling in Love. This is one of the, so Thomas Kincaid, it's artwork by Thomas Kincaid. This was the Disney Dreams collection by MCG Textiles. These are out of print. I had a bunch of them, but this is the only one that I kept. I ended up selling the other ones that I had. Because I like Beauty and the Beast, I think is my favorite of the princesses. I used to say that it was Sleeping Beauty, only because I loved the fairies. But like, I think Belle is the best princess. Belle or Mulan are my two favorites. I think Belle's my favorite. Anyway, that's how far I am. I'm kind of just like, I'm not going in any sort of grid. I'm just going with the flow. This is a full kit. So there we go. So some sky and some green and yeah. I don't have like this, the like butterfly lace mandala and this one. I don't have like, I kind of work on them. Well, this one, I think I worked on this one this year. No, I have not. I didn't work on either of these two projects this year. So I think that's kind of my goal in 2022. I don't really, it's hard for me to set cross stitch goals because I kind of do what I want when I want because it's my hobby. But I'm thinking I think my big goals are like to do the hands-on design year in chalk. I can do those, right? They're not very big. Like they don't take very long at all. And then I'd like to touch all of my WIPs, at least put something, into them. And then I have quite a few that are close to being a finish. So you might as well finish those. And then I'll probably start a bunch of stuff because why not? Goals. Goals by Rachel. As in not goals at all. Okay. This one. Oh, I love this one. I need to finish this like ASAP. So it is Kismet. Diana posted this that she made. And I went, where did you get that? I want it now. And I only found it one place on the interwebs. This is by the Primitive Jewel, and this is called Quaker Banana Fob. And another thing about me, which I will just share, is I have this weird obsession with bananas, which you will see eventually. I don't know. I think they're funny. I love banana fabric. I love just like bananas in general. I just think it's funny. I don't know. It's kind of my signature. Like I just freaking love bananas. I don't have a picture of what this is charted as, but it's like yellow and brown. It's very like, it's by the Primitive Jewel, right? So it's like a prim banana Quaker, right? Well, like I can't be having that in my life. If I'm going to stitch a banana, like it's going to be wackadoodle. So I chose all my own colors and I am doing this on a scrap. Something is falling right behind me. I'm using this on a scrap. This, I believe, is called Lilac. This is a Picture This Plus 36 count scrap. I picked all my own colors. I'll show you the colors. Oh, I have a pair of scissors in here. Fun. So I decided to go, it's going to be a neon banana. And these are all Color and Cotton, I believe. Yep. Is that not like the best color palette you've ever seen? Oh, especially like this orangey one. Anyway, so Color and Cotton. I'm doing it on this dark, and I am doing this 1/1. So I'm making a tiny little banana. Ah! So cute. I'm actually almost done with it. Okay, there's this thing falling on me. Settle down, box. Settle down. Yeah. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna turn it into a magnet. I don't know. It's so cute. Or I'll turn it into a fob, put on a bag. I don't know. I'm gonna stitch multiples of these. But it's not filled in or anything. Like, so I actually don't have much left. I need to finish this Quaker element and then do like the bottom of the banana. Oh my God, are you dying? Because I'm dying. That is the thing is it's 1/1 on a dark fabric. So it's hella hard to see, if you know what I mean. Hella hard. Of course, I have a whole bunch of readers now. Okay. This is a Momely bag. So this was the bag that was a collaboration between Stephanie of Lindy Stitches and Emily of Eclectic Possessions. They did a chart together, and this was the bag that went with the chart. And of course I had to have it because I had to have it. I have a couple Momely bags. I have two. This one, and then I have another one, which you'll see soon. And I love them. So first up, so this was actually a new start. I went on one retreat this year. So myself and Jessica of Sporty Stitcher and Carol of Stitch a Latte, we went to this, we rented a Airbnb in Wisconsin, kind of by country, what's it called? Country Sampler? Country Stitches, Country Sampler in Green something, Wisconsin. Obviously I was paying attention when we were there. I was the driver. I just drove and whatever. But anyway, we had a wonderful time, and I started this while I was there. So this is Summer Quakers by Rosewood Manor. I finished the Spring Quaker last year. And now I'm doing summer. I own all of them. I don't have the thread packs for fall. The autumn one is my absolute favorite, so I'm saving that one for last. So I think I'll do winter after I finish summer. But I really love summer. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I am using the called for Valdanis, which are a pain to stitch with. I don't like stitching with them at all, but I think they're beautiful, and I did the spring one with all the called for, so I feel like I have to do the rest in the called for, and I love the colors, and anyway, I'll suffer through it. It's fine. This is the called for fabric too. So this is 32 count, picture this plus even weave in the color Truffle, and this is my start. I love these colors. Like, it's so pretty. These little bees. The bees are actually the only thing that's in DMC, which is DMC 310. Everything else is the Valdani. So, very beautiful. I mean, like, they're just so pretty in there. Oh, and I don't know. I keep them in this little box until, like, they all fall out. I don't know. I love Quakers. Yes, 32 count Lugana in Truffle. That picture is plus. And I like it. And then the other thing in this bag, this I need to finish. I really like this. I don't know why I don't work on it. This is Old McDonald's Farm by the Victoria Sampler. And I'm doing this as a birth sampler for my daughter, who will turn 4 in February. Yeah, I almost have a 4-year-old. I can't believe it. So I should probably finish her birth sampler. I bought the thread pack for it too, because it's all in NPIs. And here's my thoughts on NPI. I love stitching with it. I mean, it's like butter. But I don't think it looks all that different from DMC. Like, once you're done stitching with it, I don't think it looks all that different from DMC. And it's like 1,000,000 times the cost. So, those are my thoughts. But I was like, oh, it's for my daughter. Anyway, this is as far as I've gotten. So I'm not, I mean, like, I've actually put in quite a bit. And I did beads along the way. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I really like it. So like, it's supposed to say, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, but I'm going to put like, you know, her name and whatever on there. So yeah, I've done these. I'm on this section right here. Oh no, I'm on the house. So, you know, maybe I'll finish that one this year. And this is on 28 count Jobelin in Summer Sky, which I really like, except it's super soft. But that is what's in that bag. And did I mention I really love this fabric? Because I really love this fabric. Emily, you did good. All right, next. This is another bag that I made. This one I actually made for myself, Jessica, and Carol when we went to our little retreat. I made us all these bags so that we could match. And let's see. I don't think mine, you know, obviously there's a crow for Jessica. So yeah, I thought it was fun. And in this is my Halloween projects. So first is, this is Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. And I am doing mine 1/2, or no, yeah, 1/2. This is 36 count, Picture This Plus Haunted. And I am picking my own colors kind of as I go. I have a bunch of color. Is there a needle stuck in here? No. I'm kind of just picking colors as I go. And I'm just kind of using dark ones. Beautiful. I should really, like, this one, I need to just get out and like just get some good progress on. I use DMC Etoile for the witch, so she's kind of sparkly, which you can't see at all, but she is, so believe me. And yeah, I really like it. Again, it's all like, I picked just overdyes. There's my little, so I just have a whole bunch of like overdyes in dark colors, and you know, like a gold and a orange, and I think this is Absinthe by Weeks. Oh no, Paris Green. That's a pretty one. Absinthe is also a really fun green. I think that's by Classic Colorworks. I'm not sure. Anyway, and as I get to the Quakers, I'm just kind of picking a color. It's kind of random. And then the other one in this bag is my other Halloween one. And this is Halloweenies by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm debating restarting this because I'm not in love. This is on a 30 count Weeks Dye Works in Guacamole. And I'm using just like, I'm using Color and Cotton Thread, I think, yes. And I don't know, I don't love it. I'm doing this 1/2 or 1/1. I don't know. I like the fire hydrant. I think I'll like it when it's done. I don't know. I really like the cover image better. Like, I don't like the fabric, I think is my problem. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't work on it this year. I don't know. I did the winter one, the Winter Wienerland, because this is like a, you know, a series of these wiener dogs. And I did the winter one on the Petit Pois or whatever, the polka dot fabric, so it kind of looked like snow. And I really like that. And I was like, oh, what if I did them all on like the different colors of the polka dots, you know? So I don't know. I might restart that one. We shall see. Okay. Gotta undo my leg here. Okay. Up next, this is another bag I made. This is one of my earliest bags that I've made. So there's like no interfacing. I'm not sure what I used, but it's like, I mean, it's really thin. There's interfacing in here, which is, I don't know what it was, but this one is not, you know, now I put some, you know, some beef into it. I guess I didn't when I made this bag, which is funny, but whatever. It is what it is. And this is, I think, my one and only Christmas chart. I did a lot of Christmas for a while. And then like over the past few years, I just haven't started a whole lot of Christmas things. So this is Holiday Sampler, again by Lila Studio. So this kind of goes with the Halloween sampler. I love it. I love it. I love Quakers, if you hadn't figured that out. And I actually got a fair bit of progress on this. I was working on it over the Christmas season. This is in, I think this is 40 count dapple. Again, by Picture This Plus. I kind of got into like a 40 count sort of phase. So I made it all the way down to the bottom. Got Santa. Yeah. Love it. And this I'm using actually all the called for colors. So, which is also unlike me. I like to change. I like to use, I shouldn't say like I like to change, but I like to use what's in my stash. So if I can convert, especially I have a very large color and cotton stash because I was in her floss of the month for a long time. I'm not anymore, but I'm thinking about joining again just because I love color and cotton. But I have quite a big color and cotton stash, so I pull those most of the time. There's a hole in my sweatpants. That's all right. Okay. Up next. This is again a bag that I made. Super cute little bunnies. Cute. Very cute. And these are two projects that are in here that I started. I have no urge to finish, but they're not like, I'm not gonna like, I don't know, I'm not gonna abandon them because like, I don't know. So this I started with Stitch Mania. This is one of those like where it's printed on the fabric and you stitch over it. And this is like super weird. Like this one, this is called A Child's Prayer. And my grandma, I think it's hilarious. So this I found in my grandma's stash. This is what it looks like when it'll look like finished. Like it's very strange. It has like, you know, the now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. But like there's just weird animals on it. It's in like neon colors. I don't know. And my grandma paid $3.90 for it. So like I'm gonna have to stitch it because she paid $3.90 in 1969 to own this. So, and it came as a kit. Like, look how weird these colors are. Like, what even is this? I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird. I love it. So yeah, Grandma, I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to give it to you. Because you paid for it in the 60s. Okay. And then next up, this one. I wanted to do a row of this year, but I don't think I actually stitched on it. No, I ended up not working on this one this year, but this is my clown alphabet. And these clowns are weird. And this is another one that I'm doing just kind of as like funsies. My husband loves this piece. He asked me, like, I always ask him, like, when I'm done with something, and I'll be like, oh, what should I work on? And he's like, the clowns. I don't know why. They're very weird. They're in weird body positions that aren't normal. I mean, like, things that, like, you wouldn't, like, a normal body wouldn't be able to do. You know? Like, for example, I don't know. They're all really, really disturbing. Like, what is V? I don't, very weird. Or like G, I don't know. So I was going to try to do a row a year, you know, to try to finish, because this thing is huge. It's really, really big. But anyway, I didn't. So I have the whole first row done. And then a little start on G, and this I did last year. Well, I finished the row and did that little start. So, I mean, we're coming along. Slowly. I'm doing this 1/1. This is a piece of that lovely, I mean, look how big this thing is. It's huge. This is that MCG Textiles even weave that they used to have. Again, this company's out of business now, but yeah, this is their even weave. I have some of it, and I mean, it works. It's not the evenest of even weaves, but it's fine. It's perfect for this clown sampler, but yeah, it's all 1/1, so my poor eyeballs. And again, I'm using the called for colors. Look at these bad boys. Those are some crazy, crazy colors. Their hair is all done in this color. A little bright. A little bright. And you know, I don't think I would give this to my kid. Like, I don't want to horrify her by like putting that in her room. So it's really just for me. Okay. And like going through this, obviously there's a lot of project bags. I have more than one project in it. Obviously I need to make more. This is my only vinyl front bag. So this one, Carol Stitch a Latte, she made this for me a few years ago. And I like it. I need to make some vinyl front bags because it's nice. You're able to see what's inside. So this one has, the first one, if I find the cover photo, this is a Mosey and Me. I started this, I think, for Stitch Mania. Let's see. Yes, I started this in 2019 as the Stitch Mania. So it's called Who's Scared of Crows? I really like it. I really like it. And again, I'm using some of the called for, some not. So this is also on that 28 count even weave by MCG Textiles. So not a very big start, but you know, something. This blue is a color in cotton. So again, some called for, some not. Whatever I happen to own at the time. What are you doing? Hi, welcome back. Sorry, we had to do another little break because of, you know, toddlers. So, we were on the last thing that was in this bag, which is my Lady of the Flag. So if you don't know what she looks like, this is what she looks like by Mirabilia. She's gorgeous. I love her. Love it. And I am doing mine on the We the People Preamble printed fabric by Fabric Flare. That's how far I've gotten. I did work on this year. I'm doing her skin 1/1. So as you can see, you know, it's her arm here, and then her face. Love it. Love everything about it. Yeah. Need to work on her some more. I really like working on Mirabilia's. I guess, I say that, I've only ever done one. I did Siren and the Shipwreck, which is a mermaid by Mirabilia. And I have another mermaid that I'd like to start, which I don't have a New Year, New Start planned. So that might be what we do next, is figure out what my New Year, New Start's gonna be. Or I just won't start anything. I don't know. So anyway, Lady of the Fly. Okay. And then next up, so this is the other Momly bag that I have. Emily made this for me and sent it to me, and I am eternally grateful. I love this bag with the corn. I stated I work in agriculture. I've worked in soybeans actually my entire professional career. But my internships were in corn, and I have a thing for corn and soy. I just do. I love it. If a chart has ears of corn in it, I am like 99% likely to buy it because I think I just like corn. Okay, speaking of corn, this chart does not have corn in it, so never mind. It has acorns though. So this is Olga's autumn stocking. Sorry for the glare. And this I am doing in with the called for colors, and this is a picture of this plus. Oh no, this is in color and cotton limited edition from the Christmas collection. I think this was from 2019, maybe. Doesn't say on here. But this was a limited edition color and cotton color. Let's see, when did I start this? I started it in 2019, so it must have been a 2018 limited edition. And I have made progress. So when I picked this up in the beginning of autumn, I was still working on this orange pumpkin here. So I finished the orange pumpkin, and then I'm working my way down, and I am almost done with this pumpkin right here. And once I get these darn pumpkins done, because I know me, I don't like huge blocks of color. I mean, they're okay, but they're not my favorite. So like, I just needed to get these pumpkins over with, right? And then I can do the top, which the top has a big old house, but it's not like that big. And I'm super excited about this tree and the crows. Like, yes, 10 out of 10. So Olga's autumn stocking. And I've done Olga's tart, which is, the Olga is the cat. I did Olga's tart a few years ago. So this one is fun. I'm very excited about it. I love autumn stitching. It's my favorite season to stitch, and I have done many autumn projects. My two favorite seasons to stitch are autumn and spring. I love Easter patterns too, like all the fun colors and like the bunnies, and give it all to me. All right, next in this bag, this is kind of like this was like an impulse stitch and something that I kind of just like randomly work on. This was a kit from Janlin that I got at the Walmart like 10 years ago. This is Four Seasons Birds. And it kind of looked, it's not. It's designed by Nancy Rossi for Cooler Design Studio. But it gave me Marjolaine Bastion vibes, however you say her name, which my mom really likes. And like, I thought this would be nice for her, but I don't know. And it comes as a kit. So this is done on the kit Ada, which is like, hear that? Like stiff as a board. And there's, you know, in typical like Cooler Design Studio fashion, there's 800 different back stitches, and this blue is half stitch. So yeah, look at it. I started back stitching this leaf. But I believe this is the spring birdhouse. No, this is summer. This is the summer birdhouse. So I can't remember if I was gonna do like all the birdhouses. I know I'm gonna do it like the way it's charted, but I don't remember if I was gonna like complete the birdhouses like entirely, like backstitch and all, before I move on to like the next birdhouse. I don't know. I'll probably do the spring one next. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I should pull this back out. Here's the thing, is like, these kits are some of my favorite, you know? Like, it's on Ada. It's like these crazy charts that no one can read. And this I actually have on one of these like floss organizer things, which I actually kind of like. I sorted the floss. I mean, it's a hot mess express, but you know, I put all the little symbols and it fit on here, and yeah, fun. I haven't worked on that in a while. I don't think I've worked on that this year. No, I've not worked on this year, so should get that back out. See, 2022 goal. Just work, at least touch all my WIPs. And if I don't touch it, you know, that might mean it needs to go away. All right, last bag. So this is when I told you I like bananas. I also really love Tula Pink fabric. That was my other like quarantine thing, is I started quilting and then I discovered Tula Pink, and then it all went downhill from there, and now I'm obsessed. And I'm a huge fan, and what can I say? So this is also a bag that I made. This is all done in scraps. So I just pulled, you know, random scraps, all Tula Pink fabrics that I had. Look at this fun zipper. Is that not cool? Here's like some of the Tula Pink banana fabric that I love. And then I got a new sewing machine this year, and it came with like the embroidery module, so I can do embroidery now, which is fun. And I have a bunch of the Tula Pink embroidery files. So of course I made a banana. I actually made many bananas, because look on the back, there's another banana, and there's another banana. So I work at a manufacturing plant with a whole bunch of dudes. And so I brought in my bananas, you know, just like, they weren't in a bag yet, you know, I just had them, and I made them all look at them. Like, they had to suffer through me being like, oh my God, look what I made, it's a banana. And they're like, why would you make a blue and purple banana? Like, I get this look a lot, like, just why? Why are you showing this to me? Anyway, they love working with me, but I put them through a lot. So anyway, this is a fun, just scrap bag that I made. Again, this is all scraps that I just sewed together and made a bag, which I love to do. Funky, funky. And there's only one project in here. Look at this lining too. I love that from her homemade collection. This project, I think I put this in here because this is when I finish Funky Menagerie. This is what I'm going to pull out. This is my one and only Prairie Schooler chart. This is Farmer's Alphabet. And, yeah, love it. I mean, this is like totally my aesthetic. And this is not, what am I trying to say? This is their new charts that aren't on cardstock. I made a photocopy. I don't know why I photocopied the front page, but I did. I always make a copy to then work off of, and then I destroy it when I'm done. But anyway, as I said, like, it, you know, any chart that involves a bunch of, like, there's corn in this one, which, okay, some of these are funny. Don't look at the chart. Some of these are funny, like X is for extra sweet corn. Never heard of it. Some of these are weird. That's the one that I can think of, like extra sweet corn. I don't think that's a thing, Prairie Schooler, but whatever. I'll take it. So, and I am actually, like, I'm pretty close to being done with this one. I did work on this year. And I'm using it in all the called for colors, and this is going in my kitchen when it's done. And I love it so freaking much. These, you know, I think we all as cross stitchers say this, that these pictures just don't do it justice, right? Like, this is not the best picture of this, you know? Like, look at this blue. It's so pretty. That's for A is for asparagus. Asparagus. But yeah, I love it. I love this so freaking much. This is done on Aida. This is looks like a 16 count, just white Aida that I pulled from my stash. Prairie Schoolers are perfect to do on Aida. There's no fractional stitches, and it looks beautiful. So yeah, I want to finish this. I'm kind of a color completer if I can. I like to complete colors. So that's what these are the last 9 boxes I have to do. So I've just been kind of completing colors as I go. I think I have G is for garlic. I think that one's done. Maybe, I don't know, but ta-da! Yes. So that one I for sure can finish this year. I think I'm going to finish after Funky Menagerie or my banana. Excuse me. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's what I have for you. So that is my WIP parade, my finish parade, my everything parade. Just so you know, like, I'm sorry I've been gone, but I watch a ton of FlossTube, and I've missed you all. So have a wonderful day and Happy New Year. Bye.